Hello friends, hope you're having a great weekend. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Before going to the session, I would recommend you watch the pre-market analysis which was done on 3rd August 2025. The previous week, I already mentioned that gold would travel from 3,299 range to 3,396 range. And from that range, you can see gold has traveled almost around 1,268 pips. I'm happy that all the viewers and all our students are in profits, and last week was a great week for us where we have captured almost huge number of pips and huge amount of profits. Anyhow, on the last week when I was posting this video, the market was at 3,366 range, and from 3,366 range, which is this range, 3,366 range, from here I have shown you a pattern that market will show a pattern like this, or market would create a pattern like this. And let's see what happened after this. Market, as mentioned in this pattern, it has already given you a move like this. This is the first pullback and this is the second pullback. See, same as this, the market has created a pattern over here. So now, what will happen next? I know that is your question. My dear friends, let me tell you that market is currently in a supply zone, as I have mentioned in this video itself. And market has given a great reaction from this range. Now, if you ask me if it is a good time to buy, I don't know. I would say I would not buy at this area, because who would love to buy in a supply zone? Because you can see that this was a fib range. The fib range is broken. Then it went to the order block. It's a pure supply zone within the 4 hours time frame. I'll mark it as a supply zone. SUPPLY, supply zone. It's a sell zone. It's a sell zone doesn't mean that this sell zone can be broken. We can see that market have tapped this range and it has given a reaction like this. But there are chances that market would break the supply zone and go up as well. But at the same time, you need to understand, as I told in the last week, on daily time frame, market has tapped on this area 1, 2, 3 times, and market is giving great reactions to the downside. So we don't know what is going to happen next. So this is a sell range. I would never go for a buy at this range. Also, if you are a person who is doing super scalping, or if you are a person doing swing trading, I would recommend you manage your risk at this area, either if you go for a sell or a buy. But if you ask me which is the next buy position, I would say that this range, ranging from 3,331 to 3,309, I would say this is as a safe buy zone. I'll draw that fib for you, where our fib rangers say that this is the proper place to buy, which is 3,321. If you are looking into this position, then this is matching like 3,331 to 3,309. This is the buy zone for us according to the fib range. Also, I see that there is a fair value gap, a huge fair value gap over here. Like, in between 3,341, I would give it as a green, or else I'll give it as an orange, because or else you will get confused. I'll give this range also as an orange. This is a fair value gap. This range to this range, I see it as a fair value gap. There are chances that market would come to this fair value gap, and if it is coming to the fair value gap, I can say that you can go for a buy, at least for the short term. At least for the short term, I would say. So this is first chance, and my strong recommendation is that if you buy at this zone, which is like, maybe this can be considered as a breaker block zone, where if you enter at this zone, it would be more better, I would say. And if you're a person who is planning to buy at this fair value gap, which I mentioned, which is 3,340 range, that is also fine. But if the market comes down, then you will have to just take care of the drawdowns that you are having that time. But still, anyway, it's a buy zone, and if you are planning for a buy, you can buy at this ranges, ranging from 3,340 range to 3,298 range. And market can give you reactions, as I mentioned before. So there are chances that market would come like this, maybe give you a change of character or a like a lower time frame confirmation, you can go for a buy at least at this range, I would say. So when I mark this fair value gap and when I mark this order blocks and all, it doesn't mean that market would come at this area. It means that if market comes to this area, then you can plan for a buy. That's what I would like to tell you. Now, it will be a very short video, my dear friends. I don't want to extend this video too far, because the analysis for this week is very short, because it's quite clear that it is a supply zone. And if you ask me, I will not enter in a supply zone. If possible, I'll only enter in this area which I have mentioned. So while looking into the news for the upcoming week, you can see that from August 11 to August 15, like on Monday there are new newses, but on August 12 you can see a core CPI news is there. It's a very high impact news. As I mentioned, if the market is in a supply zone like this and the news is coming, there are chances that market will fall. And if it is in a demand zone and if you see a news coming, then I have seen in my past 5 years experience that market would go higher. So at the same time, on Wednesday we have crude oil inventories. On August 14, 2025, we have initial jobless claims, one of the biggest news we can say. And on Friday we have core retail sales. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday we have news. And for all our students, let me tell you that the news updates and all the things regarding news trading and all, I'll be updating in our students group or our members group. So this is all for this week, my dear friends. Trade safe. And I have only one suggestion for you. I won't say advice. I have seen many people who take entries on the top. Even though when I mark supply zone in the red areas, no matter it is a viewer, no matter it is it's a student, I don't know. People love to take on the entries on the top, that to buy entries. My question is, why you should take entries on the sell zones and cry for the rest of the days? Why you need to do that? If you want to buy in the green zones and exit in the sell zones. That is what I would like to tell you. Also, let me check the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, when I see that it has given a great IFC candle. IFC means institutional funding candles, that institutions have entered in a very huge level for a buy. At the same time, you can see there is an institutional funding candle here which has given a sell as well. So if you ask me, you tell me what is going to happen. Is it a sell or is it a buy? This is called the market indecision. Now, as the two candles have formed here, there are chances that it will hit a supply zone on the next week. It will, on the weekly time frame, it will come down at least to, I would say, this position. Okay, maybe the first level is this. I would say, if you ask me, the first level would be this. On the weekly time frame, I would say this one, the orange line, which is 3,364 range. It's a weekly time frame. So from here, there are chances that market would react and go up. But if you ask me precisely, or which is the better area, I would say this range, which is 3,331 or 3,333 range, I would say. On the daily time frame or on the 4 hours time frame, it is the same. This is the entry zone, I would say. Okay. So do not forget the fib, the fair value gap range also, which is coming at 3,340 range. So my dear friends, take proper risk, trade responsibly, and wishing you all the success.